Before joining FFR, my life was. Said I wasn't gonna do this. All right. It was pretty. It was pretty. It was good. It was good, but bad. Let me say it that way. My life growing up was pretty fair. I was very competitive. Played sports my whole life. When I played college ball, played semi-pro ball, and after playing semi-pro ball, had a couple of deaths in the family. Brought me back home. Ended up getting married, and then thought my life was great, and had children. And then next thing you know, I was, ended in a divorce, something I quit. I had a problem not realizing after I stopped playing basketball, I started having this tendency to quit things. And for some reason would stick to it. And I even quit, I feel like, on my marriage. And my kids, So it was harder before FFR. I started having, fortunately I got on the fire department, I started having health issues. I thought because even my out of shape was always in shape for most people. But then I started having issues after I hurt my back on the truck, and then just started realizing I was gaining weight and didn't know it. And started having these issues until somebody brought it to my attention, like, man, dude, you're big. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not big, because I always carry weight well. And next thing I know, I was like 260, 254, 260. And didn't believe it until I got on the scale. And that's when I started realizing, some problems. Blew my ACL out. Started having a lot of injuries to go along with the back pain, a couple of knee injuries. And then, lo and behold, just health issues started happening with my heart, high blood pressure, things of that nature. It got bad. So, I just realized I had to do something. Eventually, I have to do something different. But I became depressed, and I was suicidal at one point. But I knew I couldn't do that because I had two boys that I love dearly. So I just got tired of being a failure in life at that point, quitting on things and not doing what I'm supposed to do. It just, after a while, you just feel like you just can't take no more. And I was getting to that point. I even tried this once before with FFR, quit. I hide behind my smile. I'm one of those guys that if I'm in pain or whatever, you won't know it. I joke, I'm gonna laugh with you, hoorah with you, and you'll never know, but I'll go home by myself and depressed. So I started keeping away from family. I stopped doing a lot of family things. I became very mean. I noticed I was real snappy even with my kids before this, very angry to the point where I started seeing my kids respond a certain way to each other that I didn't like, because that's how I was responding. And so, told you I wasn't gonna do this. So it was rough, and I got to do something different, man. Before FFR, I just have to do something different. I knew it has to be something. I got tired of quitting on everything, quitting on life, and quitting on my kids and my family. And so it was pretty bad. I started realizing, noticing once I got on the medication, it seemed like I was gaining more weight. I wasn't eating right. I couldn't keep a healthy relationship. I really just kind of shut down, man. And I became more of a butt by trying to really always joke even harder with people or clown. I went extreme. Motorcycle clubs. I was out. Here it is, you're 40, some years old, you're out back I'm not supposed to be out in these clubs and these streets running around chasing, women or whatever it is. It's just stupidity. And it started just kind of destroying me. And that's when all the health issues started happening, but more so mentally. Everybody has health issues in my book, It's about the mental aspect and my spiritual growth, my spiritual life. It just started declining. Life after FFR has been amazing, to be honest with you. I really didn't think I would be back at this place. I really didn't. After FFR, joining FFR, I finally, for the first time, have completed something in a long time. Something we had a conversation, Coach JC and I, that I'm not going to quit this time. I'm even in the middle of the reps of just doing 10 reps instead of only doing 6. I actually would do every 10 or more. And life has just been beautiful since then. The anger's gone away. Depression is gone. Suicidal thoughts are gone. My kids and I are doing much better. They're doing better with each other. Spiritually, I'm growing. I'm more vested spiritually as a man now. Being around the brothers at FFR and the sisters, it has truly changed my life and impacted me to the point where I have a family. Again, even though I have my own family, but it's something about this community that just makes you want to be a blessing to others. And I've learned even in FFR, it's not about me no more. Every day I was doing something, it was about the next person. If I'm going hard, it wasn't for me. I was going hard for that next man, to motivate them, to help them out, to help them get through. Because my thing is, when everybody started FFR, somebody had something wrong with them. It was beyond just something wrong. Getting healthy was the byproduct. Losing the weight, that's the byproduct. But the spiritual part of it and the mental part of it and strengthening the mind was that's what it was all about for me. That's what changed my whole life. It's impacted me in coaching. I'm now been asked to move up to even assistant varsity coach to help out with the kids, my AAU team, just how spiritually is everything that we do at FFR, and all the do's and the no's and all the sayings you have, JC has. I started implementing them with my kids and on the coaching on the court, and it was so much better. And I see the community and the family thriving. I see it in my own home. I see it in my boys. I'm healthier. I'm off all medication. I'm not on the CPAP machine. I don't take my heart medicine, blood pressure, none of that stuff. I'm not having any complications or problems with it. And it's amazing. But most importantly, ever since I've done this, as joined FFR, I became more vocal even about God. I've helped a couple of people actually come to Christ. I've always keep inviting people even more to church, things I wouldn't do before because the motivation just wasn't there because I didn't have it. But I love it. I'm excited. I feel better. I just feel rejuvenated for life and just want to do more. Every time I come into FFR, I don't even want to leave. We'll sit there even after the workout and just talk about just life in general. From the Driven Purpose book that we do, that we learn to do, the Driven Purpose Life, and just different things of that nature. So just everything has been just thriving and been blessing my life. But most importantly, mentally, I'm strong and I'm back. And there's nothing you can do to make me go the other direction again. I am Rodney Tisdale. I am fit for duty, and I am fit for life.